Okay, we are live and ready to rock and roll, guys. Welcome to the video. My name is Brian Dolinick, and this conversation, it's going to be pretty direct. And to be honest with you, it might rub some of your guys' shoulders, but that's totally fine. Because when it comes down to how much of a salary increase you can get when it comes to changing jobs, you can go out there and you can negotiate salaries, and that's going to depend on how much you're going to make. So if you're a good, honest, ethical worker, you work your butt off, you know what you're worth, you can go out there and when you change a job, you can negotiate with the employer, all right, how much you want to start off with. You want an increase on the regular annual salary of 2%, 5%, 10%. You can negotiate that. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you have confidence and belief, you can do it. Those are the two things that you need to be able to increase your salary when you're changing a job. You need confidence and belief. If you don't have that, if you don't believe that you're worth the increase of a salary, of a raise, of a bonus, you're not going to be able to have the confidence to go up to your employer or a potential employer and actually ask them, if you could start off with this salary, if you could start off with X amount of dollars, all right? You won't have the confidence. So I just hope that gets across to you guys, but ultimately, at the end of the day, I just want to be straight with you. If you guys are really wanting to increase your salary and quit your job to go to another job because you want an increase in salary, you want to be able to have more freedom with that salary, you want to be able to make more money so you can spend more time with your family, you can take a trip, you can buy that house, you can pay off that car. If you want to be able to do those things, be your own boss, all right, guys? There's no better way to do it. And this is just expressing myself to you from a practical standpoint, because when you learn to be your own boss, you don't have to negotiate anymore your salary increase. You don't have to negotiate what you're worth anymore. The more work you put into yourself, the more you can make because you're your own boss, and you can do what you want to do when you want to do it because you create your own schedule. And that, my friend, is the most empowering thing you could set for yourself, for your family, and just life in general. And this was a big breakthrough for me. It shifted my paradigm like a year and a half ago. When I was working 50 hours a week in a restaurant, I worked my way from dishwashing to a baker, all right? A couple dollar increase, big salary increase, I know, is like an extra $1,000 a year. It was just awesome. Felt like I was on top of the world, but I was able to do that after 2 years of hard work. And, I realized that if I went and got another job, I'd have to negotiate the same thing and work my butt off and do the same thing over and over again, just working my way up the ladder for like 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And I didn't want that. So I started looking at online business, and I noticed online business worked. I saw other people doing it, didn't know how they're doing it, but I saw online business as something that was an affordable startup cost, as something that I could get going on a part-time basis because I was working full-time. I could only do something that was part-time, and my whole scheme was to make enough money on the side with an online business to supplement my income so I can quit that job. Didn't happen overnight, wasn't easy, day and night, months went by. I was trying out things, some things worked, some things didn't work, but I ended up coming across a person who was building a 6-figure income business online, and I began to model and copy what they're doing because they didn't have to put their daughter through daycare. They didn't have to, show up at a boss. They didn't have to negotiate how much they were paid because it was a business online. The more work they put into their business, the more they were making, like I already said. And that just made sense to me, and I knew the only way to get paid what I was worth was to learn how to make my own money. So I just began to implement what they're doing with their permission. 3 months later, guys, I quit my job, saved up enough money to do that and actually create a full-time income business in the interim, working on the internet, which is not average or typical. It's not to guarantee results, but it's to impress upon you. If you want to be able to increase your salary, you want a salary increase, and you want to be able to change your career, and you only want that because you want more time, you want more freedom, more peace of mind, pay off bills, debts, move into a bigger location, learn to be your own boss. That's the best tip I can give you if you have similar reasons to that, because then you don't have to ever, worry about negotiating costs and what you're worth. So, guys, I hope this video inspires you. Go out there, take action, regardless of how you take this video. Like I said, it might rub some of your shoulders, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you'd like to learn more about building a business and income on the internet, this makes sense to you. If you want to learn how to use the same system I've been able to use to do this, if you're coachable, trainable, willing to learn and work, connect with me on my site. The link will be down below. It's 123marketingtips.com, and I'll see you guys there. Take care.